Alright, Tobe here again. This is DK Run. Joe, I'm putting this up for you, maybe to help you out a little bit with your tanking. That way you can see the way I do things. Yeah, I realize I'm on the Pally right now, but that's just because this is my intro video and I didn't want to make another one with the DK. So here we go. We're going to get into this. It's the one there in Silver Pine. I can't even think of the name of that. Shadowfang, that's what it is. Shadowfang Keep is where I went. It's what I got in the random. It did start in. I forgot to start filming before I started, so we're going to pick right up into the first pool. And here we go. Alright. Now, I am a big fan of using Death Strike and Heart Strike, and I love Rune Strike. Keeps aggro on me pretty well. If you watch my bar there, you will see what I'm clicking on, and as I click it, mainly putting this up for you, Joe, so that you can see how I do things. Like I said, if you see here, I'll start, drop D&D, then you'll see me hit Frost Strike, Plague Strike, Rune Strike. Why didn't I spread my diseases? I don't know. Normally I do that probably just because it was two there. Heart striking, Rune striking. Very seldom do I Blood Boil on pools less than 3, due to the fact that Heart Strike hits 3 targets. Here I Blood Boil a little more because things kind of got a little crazy. I think the hunter shot something he wasn't supposed to have. We did pull kind of crazy in this dungeon because I just wanted to keep it rolling, try to make it as short as I could. The hunter leaves, so we 4-man it for a little bit, like from this 3rd boss to the 4th boss. I think we're 4-manning this. Not real big deal, but as you see, it freaking got turned around there because the guy jumped behind me. We pick it up pretty quick. Healer was pretty decent. A little bit of mana problems here and there. I do keep a watch on that, Joe. Something that I keenly watch is the healer's mana. Frost striking, Plague Strike should be spreading the diseases. Now, also you want to try to refresh your diseases as they fall off. There is an add-on that does disease timers. I think I was out of line of sight there is why my life plummeted so bad. I do have 0 hit, so you will see the miss come up. Here's something else that I keenly wish you would watch. I'll go ahead and hit my... Here I'm asking the healer if he needs mana. There you go. D&D is up before I started running in. That way I know I've got it up. Because for some reason I have an issue with D&D dropping like I want it to. It doesn't. When I click on it, it doesn't click for some reason. We pushed this fight pretty quick. I think the hunter went with Hysteria. Yeah, I see it up there. There's the debuff. So I think he only asphyxiates twice in this fight. And I do let one click come off of the... I can't think of what they call it on the boss there. But I let it pop one time before I stun him to get that off of him. So that way he at least gives us a little bit of heals, not make the healer work so hard. No, maybe he only does the one asphyxiate in this. I think we push it to the max, and as he starts to do the second one, yeah, there's the second one, but we get him into Archangel form prior to that. There's the Archangel. So we burn him down pretty fast. I'm looking at the DPS meter. It shows I'm number 3, so the lock was not pulling as much DPS as he really should have been. I think with his gear score was like 99 or 9200, something like that. Um, Now we're the hunter left here, so we're four manning here. He went to go get his pet or something. I don't remember. Waiting on the guy to open the door, and then I think I gave him a second. When he didn't show, we just went ahead and pulled. Probably should have edited that part out because it's a waste of time. Started it once, and then I pulled the little small, bigger group. D&D dropped. Here I don't uh, spread my diseases because these are like little guys. I don't even think they're elites. I think they're just regs. So I didn't really worry about it too much. But you do see that I don't hit Blood Bowl a whole lot. Fur Heart Strike and Death Strike. I was going to pick him off, but I let him walk away. Alright, pick the guy that fears, bring him back into the room, make sure I got good aggro, then I put up my diseases. Joe Dark said that y'all talked about the diseases. That's like a mainstay with DK tanking. It ups the damage of your Death Strike and gives you a better blood shield, which is top notch at saving the healer's mana and keeping you alive at the same time. And if you notice when I'm clicking, if you watch the boxes there, you'll see them blinking like 3 or 4 times. That is due to the fact that before the global cooldown is up, I'm already clicking on the next spell, and that increases your DPS. It's called lag time, I think. Not 100% positive about that, but there's a reason that you do that way. Um, I don't remember what video I was watching, but I saw it on YouTube. Probably like a max DPS video for somebody or something like that. Here we get feared and pull the two other ads. Notice I changed, drop D&D to get a full aggro on all three. Went down to one there, pick him up. Now I'm trying to silence all that green crap. Finally got that done. Make sure I'm getting my diseases up. And like I said, you want to try to keep your diseases refreshed. I don't worry about it as much since I got the two-piece Valor set, because the two-piece Valor set makes your spells act as if there's two diseases up on them at all times. So I just initially put them up for the Death Strike thing, and then I at times I refresh it. On boss fights I refresh it. It's always better to keep it up on boss fights because that increases your damage. There, I'm mass pulling before we aim down one mob. I started once to try to go get that next group, but they got out of my picture before I could. Then I go over here, and then I have a little mishap when I wasn't paying attention because I didn't get to where I wanted to be at the beginning. So these ads just kind of run crazy on me for a second, and I have to Blood Bowl more than I want to, as you can see there. At any time the one that gives you the life back, when it lights up, I hit it and I automatically hit the vampiric blood. It's just a reflex thing that I've done since I started tanking with the DK a lot more. Seems like it helps keep you alive a lot easier. As you can see, I've got the Moonwell file there and the Dark Moon card Earthquake for extra. Here's a good prime example of the way I like to pull put on my bone shield, drop my D&D, and then I'll death grip one of the mobs. The reason I do it this way because that allows me to plague strike and frost strike and spread the diseases while the rest of the group is running up. So I'm not losing anything there, and I'm keeping up mainstay of aggro. Then I have to switch because I wasn't paying attention, and this guy come running into the picture. There you see me put the diseases back out again. But if you watch the fight sequences, you will see that I death strike and heart strike all the time. After my initial disease put up, that's pretty much all I do. Then the hunter here, he gets mad crazy and pulls the next group before I'm ready. There you see it. So I have to blood boil a little extra right here. Well, maybe I don't even blood boil extra right there. Yeah, there it is. Like I said, the healer was pretty good in this, so and there an ad ran out of my picture. I didn't even see him. So I'm looting instead of killing stuff like I should have been. But, it was just a rig, so it wasn't really that big a deal. Now, this is a boss fight with ads, so I hold off on my D&D asking if they need mana, because I was watching the healer's mana. It was a little low, and we're fixing to pull the boss. By the time I'd asked, she was already filling it up. Put up my bone shield, taunt, death grip. There I dropped D&D because the ad had just come up. And I think we only down one of the ads in this group. We were just trying to burn the boss, I think. Because the second ad's up right there. Luckily, my Blood Bowl procced. That's normally the only time I'll hit it. There, I hit it extra again. Yeah, I think we're going to down that one ad. Blood Bowl procced right about the time the third ad come up. And like I said, I normally don't hit the Blood Bowl unless it's procced, unless I have like a mishap by somebody. We're almost done with this video, and then I'll pick it up and do a part 2. We can keep watching. I've got all this taped all the way through. And there again, I'm running in with D&D ready to drop. As soon as I get it over where I want, I drop it, put up my diseases, Blood Bowl on the proc. This was a pretty good group, I must say. We're down to about, I don't know, 20-30 seconds left in this fight, so I think I'll stop it on the next pool after that. Then we'll go into part 2. There's part 1. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps you out. I'll get part 2 up here in just a minute. I'm going to start filming it and doing it. But if there's a few skips in there, don't worry about it. Nothing major. Alright, thanks. Get part 2 going now.